Hey everybody, Omega Alden plays. Enter the Gungeon continues with a convict run. We're following up a decent run we had where we did make it to the 5th floor, which is pretty good. That's the furthest I've ever made it in the game. But, you know, we were hoping we could go all the way. I think we flawlessed 3 bosses in that path, and we fought a boss and one-shot him that we'd never seen before. The guy on the RNG department. Is it RNG? I think it's RNG. I don't know what it actually stands for in this case. Research and gun department? I don't know. Ooh, we got a key. What's going on? Oh yeah, I was talking to my friend about working on projects like Civilization, where you're making kind of the same game every time. Because I was talking about how I thought it was weird that, you know, every time there was a new Civ, it'd be like the lead designer of the new Civ would be like the lead designer of the previous expansion, but not the previous game. And I couldn't really think of, at least recently, the lead designer being the same between like versions of the game. So like Civ 4 to Civ 5, for example. I don't remember who the lead at the time was, but I think it changed in each iteration is what I'm getting at. And he was saying that, you know, yeah, it makes sense that it changes, because when you're in charge of coming up with the design of Civ for an iteration of the game, or any product where you have an iteration like that, you're kind of putting your best ideas forward. This is a black chest, so we're just gonna get it immediately. All right, we're taking the reload stone because it's way better than the fire, I think. It's definitely pretty good. The rat's gonna steal the fire, I assume. Yep, he stole it. There we go. Disappeared off the mini-map. So what was I saying? Oh, that was bad. Yeah, you put your ideas forward on what you think that game is, and by the time a new one comes around, when you're working on a new version of the game, you've hopefully already put like your best ideas forward. So coming up with new ideas to change it up, it is possible, but it makes a lot of sense to switch to a new person entirely. Just something that I hadn't really thought about before. I wonder what it's like to be on a franchise like that, where you're a company making, you know, it's not the same product obviously, but it's the same. People have strong expectations of what the thing is, and you're making new versions of it. I think of things like, you know, Madden or whatever, where those are locked in. You can't change what football is. You can obviously like make improvements here and there, but you can't just change what the game is overall. So I don't know if those are similar, because you're coming up with tertiary things to do, I think, in a Madden at this point. You're not iterating on what football is. Whereas with something like Civ, you know, I don't know how much freedom they have, honestly, to come up with changing how the thing works. One of the biggest changes was Civ 4 to Civ 5, right? With going to 1 unit per tile. How do you, how much room do they have to change things? I think that I thought that the 1 unit per tile and like districts occupying actual space in the map was a pretty good idea, personally. In every case, it probably doesn't, you know, necessarily work out 100%. There's problems in any approach. I think the main problem for the like 1 unit per tile thing is just how the AI handles it. All right, so here's the room that unlocks the oubliette. I don't know if these barrels will break this barrel, so let's just move them out of the way real quick. Push this into the fire. So whereas before it was a mystery to me why people wouldn't just keep working on Civ. I love Civ, so I mean obviously. So to me I'm like, yeah, I want to keep working on it. But if you're leading it up, it could be pretty tedious, I think. Or even just like you're like, yeah, I don't have new ideas. I gave you my good ideas already for this game. And that was in the previous iteration of the game. So it's a weird thing. You gotta get fresh people in, I feel like, all the time. Just to get a new experience going. But I do wonder now, how much freedom does a lead designer have in when coming up with systems and just overall design for Civilization? I'm gonna guess that they have certain... I should have gotten hit there, but at least we're doing extra damage. I rolled into that one. Get out of here! Don't get me, sir! Doing poorly on this one, but let's try to turn this thing around. Like, I assume a lot of things are locked in place. You know, production, food, stuff like that. I assume you can't just change too much of it up when you're working in on a Civilization game. But I don't know. It might be wrong. You might be able to do all sorts of stuff, and they just never do it because it'd be a big departure from what people expect. It's a weird thing to think about for me. So we have no keys. It would take 2 keys to get to the oubliette. We can buy 1 key. I'm gonna buy this key, go to the chest, and then move to the next floor. What did we get? The Void Shotgun. Alright. Nothing special in this room. What about... Is this where the other chest was? Aha! Thanks for the Molotov jerk. Thank you, rat, for the note. No! Please be a mimic. It's not a mimic. Well, I'm a sucker, and now I have to break this. Hopefully we get Gungeon from it. Next time use a key, we just got straight up junk. So, sadness, but whatever. Life continues. We just got to try to do our best. We don't get to go to the secret floor, therefore we don't get to go to the second secret floor, which we missed last time by me not paying proper attention. So I wonder how hard that second secret floor is. We're gonna have to try it sometime. I'm definitely not gonna be doing once I'm good enough to beat the game, you know, and we get to the end boss. I'm not gonna be doing like an every floor run. Probably, I might do it like once just to have gutted. But I imagine we're gonna want to. Oh, I'm getting really dumb damage in. To be paying attention. Focus, Alden. Need to be doing just probably select floors that make a lot of sense. This is a regular chest, so let's take it. Regular shotgun, cocked and locked. Alright, let's bring it on. Dead on this floor if I'm not careful. I've been taking a lot of really bad damage on this run. And I have the active item that I should be using to try to mitigate any sort of big amounts of bullets. I can absorb them with the reload stone. So I definitely should be doing that. That guy dead. Squish, squish. Ammo where you don't need to. These guys actually blow themselves up, so if you're trying to conserve ammo and there's not a good person to kill them next to you, you might as well just let them kill themselves. You are not a chest. We have this thing, right? Is this the void shotgun? Open this. What are you? Wax wings. Too close to the gun. We got flying now. Okay. Let's take a look to see if we get anything else from this. Grants flight while retaining maneuverability. Do we still get to roll, right? Yeah. There don't seem to be anything special going on here. There's the room we failed to go to before, which is fine. At least we know how it works. You bring the crest to it without taking any damage, and then you can go to another floor if you don't fail things up. So the wings right here are a huge bonus. I don't have to worry about falling into pits. Flight is not something I'm used to having as an option here. I like it. I'm pleased with this pickup. I would like you to have some help, sir. Alright, I'll take the glass wandstone. Oh, I just ran into a bat. I'm done. Oh, I'm back. Okay, that one went pretty poorly. Let's try to get another one in here real quick. Let's just do a quick restart. Space, quick restart. Let's play as this character once more. That was silly. We'll call that one a warm-up. I recorded the longer episode earlier in the day, and then I took a break, and I was getting back into it. I should have maybe done a warm-up game ahead of time. But we'll consider that a warm-up. But now I need to not go to secret floors or anything. It's gonna make this video take forever. Let's just try to get through the 5th floor and see and beat the boss. How about that? I'm gonna go for a no secret floor, get to the final floor, pass on this one. That's my goal. This one. Convict. I gotta remember to use the Molotov. Regularly. Try not to take gun damage. Whoa! Quick reaction time there. Don't get that environmental damage. That would have been bad. Okay, so we got a flash rate. We have the ability to sell to this man. If we need some extra currency and we have access to a gun or something, we might pass it on to him. Dude, I'm upset to have lost the wings. The wings were really, really good. So, it is not a mimic. We have one key. Let's just make sure we don't spend the key on the wrong chest first. We are going to just avoid going to the oubliette, so... There we go. Got damage. So here's the oubliette room. We don't care. We're beyond it. I think going through the oubliette in general is probably pretty good. It seems like a decent floor to pick up some extra stuff. I don't know. You do give up 2 keys to go there. You seem like you get more out of it if you're doing well, though. I don't really do too well all so far. I do all right. I think I do an okay job at the game up to this point, but far from an expert. So yeah, working on something like just a franchise where you keep doing the same thing. I guess it can be similar to making the same game over and over again. It can be just working on the same project for an extended period of time. At some point, you either get tired of it or you don't have great ideas to improve it anymore or make it significantly different if that's what you're going for. So I get why people move on from those types of projects at some point. I would love to work on Civilization one day. I think that'd be great. I don't know what my, you know, my overall input on the thing would be, but I'm definitely a lover of the franchise ever since Civilization 2 when I was a child. What is this? Daruma, Good Fortune. Is this... So our Molotov, we know what our Molotov is, but what is a Daruma? It says Good Fortune. Only usable for a brief period of time after successfully dodging a bullet used to counter with a blank. Okay, so if we successfully like jump through a bullet or something like that and it's ready, we can just pop it. Let's give it a shot. This is a slightly trickier item to use for me than I'm used to. We got the Gungeon Eagle. I'm a fan of deagles in most, you know, first-person shooters. So hopefully the Gungeon Eagle lives up to what I consider a solid reputation. We'll test it against this Birdman, the beefiest of bird boys, the Gatling Gun, the Rapid Fire Raptor. Okay, so let's try to. We don't want to try to dodge roll these, but that didn't work. Trying to use the Daruma. Okay, that actually worked, but we took some damage in the process. I was just trying to figure out how to use the thing. Darn it. No! Stop, sir! Okay, I took way too much damage from that. Playing sloppy. What do we have here? The Judge! I love the Judge. Let's go ahead and pull up our sawed-off. The Judge is here. Okay, we will try to check here for a secret room. Is there anything... What if we bought this thing? The flat... Nah, let's not. Let's get some health. Give myself the best shot I can. If it means spending a little money to heal, that's what it means. No, we didn't find anything with our blanks, and that's okay. Let's move on. Working for Firaxis would definitely be something that I I would consider. It seems like a great... Well, I love all their games. Seems like a pretty good place to work. Definitely would enjoy working on, you know, Civilization, XCOM, other stuff they might be putting forth. Should be good fun. They're a great company with a strong history. Alright, we can't open this yet. We don't have a key, so we got a blue chest available to us. No keys. We used the Daruma against you. You can't even believe it's possible that a man of such limited experience would understand the Daruma. Oh, I feel like if we can make good use of the Daruma, that's just an overall decent advance in my own skill set. Because it's a slightly trickier item to use. We got a key for 30. We got multiple keys for 30. I'm gonna pick up a key. And I'm gonna move on. Oh, get shattered, dude. Get shattered. stuff. That's fair. He's done. Ooh, that was a really bad roll. I got lucky that just nothing was in the way there, because I was behaving poorly. You need to be dealt with. Quit warping like that. It's unfair. What else is going on? Dark Phoenix is out now. Looks like an awful movie. I'm sad with what's happened with X-Men. They're having, as far as I'm concerned, they have like a 40% watchable rate for me. And I'm a lover of the X-Men series. So that they've fallen like that, especially in comparison to, we don't have the money to do this. It's probably like 30. I would definitely like to use this, but we need cash for it. But like what they've done with you know, the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's very disappointing to me that they kind of have been frequently dropping the ball on my favorite Marvel franchise, the X-Men. And maybe it's just a bad franchise and I just glorify it because it was what I read when I was growing up, and you know, that's fair. But I don't know. I feel like they should be able to do better things than they have. What is this? Oh, this is... Oh, let's do it. I think this gave us... Yeah, this is the thing that makes us be able to absorb the health of somebody. I think that... So, it was doing damage to people before, but I think that you actually can get hearts from it. Do these guys do no damage and just push you? That's what it seems like. So if I'm running low on health, I need to sit and actually try to absorb somebody completely and see if it gives me back a health point. Right now my health is fine, but that was bad. When we're down on health, we'll give it a shot. Otherwise, it's slightly too risky in a lot of cases to try to be near the person for long enough to absorb. Oh, that went fast. That was dumb. I should have been firing instead of just trying to absorb them. So this is a good chest. We probably will use our key there. Here's the passage to the next area. Yeah, let's just use our key here before we move on. Let's make sure it's not a mimic. What do we have here? Fat bullets. Fatter equals stronger. That's fair. So I assume our projectiles are just bigger in general? Yeah. Does it say anything else about what this does? Makes bullets larger and more effective. The effectiveness of a bullet is directly related to its size, with 0 exceptions. Alright. So that's it. That's a good pickup. It seems. This is blocked off, so we gotta go up. So we gotta... Oh, those are some beefy bullets. Some thick boys. Make sure we don't get hit anymore. I know we can potentially absorb health from enemies, but I don't want to test that, you know? If I have to use it at some point, I have to... Oh, no, I could have used the Daruma. Well, now we have a reason to try to absorb. Maybe. Are you a mimic? You are not. So let's open this pathway. I don't even know if opening the pathway matters in many cases. I don't think it really does. What do you have for me, my friend? A blank for 12, shotgun full of love for 54, and a charmed bow. The shotgun full of love I don't think I've tried. The charmed bow I'm not too thrilled with. We have the opportunity to buy more keys. And buy more keys I shall. Let's go over here and open this one. Dude, I absolutely despise the Corsair. Maybe I'm... Oh, I needed the currency to play the game. Do we have... Does the shop have a guy to sell with? The great boy? No, he's not here. Okay, well, it's on to the boss, and probably we can't play that game now because I've ruined it. Let's see. Let's try the Desert Eagle. The Dungeon Eagle, I mean. Excuse me. Bring out that deagle. The accursed Gunwitch the Gorgon. So if we got close enough to where we could absorb. Seems like a scary thing to do. Using my blanks. Not letting them go to waste. So far, so good. Ah, the Daruma! Let's just do this and try to get an extra heart piece. Yes! Can I absorb her for health now? She's still glowing. I can shoot her. Okay, well that worked out. Heart bottle liquid life. So now we're up to 4 health. We gave up 1 originally. But we're back in it. We don't have enough to play this man's game, I'm guessing, but let's go check how much it costs. I think it's probably 30. If it's cheaper than 30, then maybe we have a chance. I think I understand. Pay 30. Alright, not today. So, had we had a chance to play, we would have got to fight and shoot 4 targets. Or we would shoot 4 shots trying to hit 4 targets. Normally I'd get like 2 or 3. And then you get a reward at the end, but... Not this time. Not this time. That's okay. Like I said, we're just trying to... We're trying to get to floor 5. We're trying to see the boss. That's what we want to do here. We're not taking any sort of side excursions. We know what our goal is. Oh, flip the table. Absorb that, man. Hit him with the Daruma. I'm feeling a lot more confident with using the Daruma now, which is good. It seems like a great, great item to have in our arsenal. I'm gonna move closer because the guys, I think they spawn in the center right afterwards. Ooh, got rid of them. Some bubble bombs. Oh, he's coming down on my guard. He's crazy. Ooh, that was not good damage. We're running out of juice for our justice. I think that's what this is called. The judge, sorry. Not justice. Similar, but different. Alright, let's try to empty a single gun out before we move on to another. We've got a little jellyfishman that we can unlock if we find a friend key. And then this is for that extra bullet. Putting that thing together, whatever that thing's called. The bullet to kill the pastor. We don't need to grab it right now is basically the gist of what I'm getting at. We can safely ignore it. We're just trying to go full speed ahead. I like that you get a little icon for the Daruma when you can use it. I think that's pretty useful. They did a good job in this game. UI elements are all good. Very creative, very stylish. Can I absorb you while you're underground? This is out of bullets. I wasn't trying to just leave him there. I was trying to shoot. Deagle. Oh, we need ammo. We need ammo. That was bad damage. That was the worst damage. I apologize for that one. Let's see if we can absorb some health back from an enemy. Try to use the Daruma to our advantage, and then try to absorb. You guys are not absorbable. Where's our glowing friend? Something's gotta be glowing for us. Ouch. Oh god. Well, we killed them. I don't think I earned any health back for it. Ooh, there's one. Get him. I gotta see how this thing gives us health, because I'm pretty sure that it's supposed to. And we haven't had a great opportunity to make use of it, though. So. You're out of juice. Super Space Turtle, 91. We need keys for potentially big benefits. Did that give us health? We're at 2.5. We need to... Or I need to pay attention to these things. I'm trying to see when it gets health and when it doesn't. Trying to use it is very difficult for me. So if we were to give this man 2 guns, I would say Corsair and Sawed Off. Although I'm risking a lot by giving the guns that have ammo. I still think it's the right move. What did we get? The Helix. Oh, this gun. This is a weird one. It shoots in like a double helix. Spirally motion. We have no keys. I'm gonna buy a key. What is this? Lodestone amulet. You know what? Let's just get the key. And then, do we want a green chest or do we? Let's move somewhere else and continue looking. Okay. Deagle. Are you? No, no, no. I'm trying to absorb health. I need ammo. You guys are not giving me the opportunity to absorb health. I'm very much disappointed in you. We're out of ammo for this dude. This is gonna be a really rough way to kill people. Oh. We gotta be in just a good spot for it. Like this man, he's hard to hit. I'm not opening that chest with a key, probably. Let's just ice it. It blew up. I need to remember to stay further away from those things when destroying them, because they are dangerous. Alright, so the Helix is what we're using for the boss, because it's the only thing that has ammo. Oh, it's the Cannonball Rug. It's been a while, my friend. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Guns in the deep. Daruma. Try to stay. It's still absorbing it and damaging it, I think. So he actually is here. He was there for that phase. I would like to absorb your health, man. Ooh, you got me. You're dead, though. You did a good job, Cannonball Rod. But we handled you. Not in a great manner, but consider yourself handled. We got a little circling heart. Pink Guanstone, increased health. It gave us an extra life. And is it a permanent, like, defensive thing? It's actually a white Guanstone that has been used as a component for blood rituals infusing. Okay, so it's a permanent white Guanstone, not like a breakable one. That also gave us a health, which is cool. We get to unlock our friend, and then we'll probably just move to the next floor. So I think I used all my blanks. This guy is just spouting gibberish at me. It might be real words if they were translated into a font that wasn't crazy. Let's pick this one. Blank knockback up. Combined with the, whatever this thing is called. What's this second? Combined with the Daruma, that might actually be pretty good. That's something that this game does pretty well is synergies. How does Demon Head work? You gotta charge it. Okay, so we'll see how it applies on the next floor. I think it's like a laser beam. What's your deal? A Shrine to Shelton Ammo Elemental. Ooh. Okay, so this gives us all our ammo back and curse, so let's do it. We ran into this one before. And we desperately needed ammo for the judge and whatnot. Oh! This is like a Ghostbusters thing. I want to absorb some of them if I can. I have not noticed if I've gotten health back from that, by the way. I'll have to watch more closely at some point, but well, I definitely don't want to try to absorb the guy that explodes. This seems like a recipe for disaster. Here we go. I know you're tiny and adorable, but you're trying to hurt me. Oh, that was a mistake. Trying to rush through this room and not get hit, and fell in a pit. Oh, the knockback on this! Get out of my face! And sir, I wasn't in your face. I don't care. Dude, this thing's pretty good. It's burning through ammo, but it's a good room clearer so far, it looks like. Dude, this room, what does this room do? Nothing. I think it's part of the bullet to kill the past in some manner, but I don't have flight or whatever, so... Do you have to get super lucky to get in there? Get an item that has flight? My guess is there's a way to work around it, but... Why am I just gonna straight up destroy this? I don't know. I probably could have waited. Probably should have as well. But I was committing to the crime. This is not a bad gun for open rooms like this. It's a pretty bad gun in corridors, so maybe we can find some. Like, see, this is not. That was bad, right? Ooh! Let's just use the demon head. Get out of here. Are you done? I'm done messing with you. Where is... There he is. He's giving people buffs and I want to absorb his health. Oh no! That was a bad roll. Daruma is a great item. If I was slightly better at the game, I think it'd be way more effective for me. Please be absorbed. I really don't know if that's giving me any extra health. Maybe. Are you giving me health? Okay, so some of these pop. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be giving me health. I'm pretty sure when I read it that it said that it was supposed to, like, actually absorb health. Maybe they just mean that it does damage over time to things. I guess you could consider that absorbing their health. But when I hear absorb, I think of transferring, you know? Damage 1. And then... Okay, you damage 1. And restore the other. You are a jerk. Get out of here, friends. Oh, thank you for the health. I need it. For activities. Demon head is down. Let's switch back to the judge. Absorb that, man. Okay. Still doesn't seem to be actually ever transferring health. Why? I find it very hard to pay attention to it as one of the things. I think I did get some health there. I think I was at 3 health and I'm at 3.5 now, so I think it's doing some things. Dude, oh my, was it not charged? I tried to use the Daruma. I must have just used it while rolling still or something. I don't like taking dumb damage. Try to murder me with my own bullets. Why would you do such a thing? You know I wouldn't be. Boss room. We still haven't found the shop. We've got 79 bullets, so we can make something happen. Any of you absorbable boys? Doesn't look like it. Shop. Give me something great. Alright, what is this? The Ring of Mimic Friendship. That's 52, and this is 38. I think we might leave with that, but let's go ahead and finish exploring this area. Oh, you fool! Absorb him. Give me your health. I need your health. We can sell a gun. The demon head seems pretty good, but we're out of ammo. I'm not going to sell anything yet, but we have that as an option. I just want to pick up a key at the shop and this thing. And I think we have just enough for it, so we're not going to sell any of our gear. What is this? You're not Alexander, it's an orange. With this orange, your style, it's impetuous, your defense, impregnable.
I love it.
Okay, I used it, and it's gone. Did it gave me an extra heart, or it refilled my hearts? That's a solid item, I suppose. What else did we pick up? I thought we bought something. Makes chests safer. Not actually a ring, but rather a small creature pretending to be a ring. Emits a strange psychic tone, only recognizable to mimics, preventing them from attacking. Okay, so it turns mimics into just regular chests or something? Okay, this guy is not going to be an easy target for us with our current setup. But we do have the Daruma. And which gun should we use for this? I'm going to switch to this thing. Oh, he's right here. Oh, I should have moved. Ouch. But absorbing during that phase is a lot of damage. Good place to be. That's not good. Oh my gosh. Lots of bad damage there, so just stay here. Try to not get hit by these. Good hit points and damage. So that seems like, for me, against bosses so far, that's been the biggest gain for us from having that absorb thing. Is just being able to damage them while they're in an otherwise undamageable state, I think. Serious cannon has 27 bullets. This thing must be pretty serious. It is a charged thing. All right. A cannon of serious power. This launches cannonballs that cannot be stopped by anything but a solid wall. Oh, it's a serious SAM weapon. I get it. Okay, we're moving on. We're on floor 5, guys. This is the potential redemption arc. We don't want to use the serious cannon probably for normal rooms, but I will fire it once just to see. Oh! Alright, that's a beast. Switch back to the judge. They're trying to grenade us. They're mad. I will try to absorb some enemies if I can do so in a more safe environment. Gotta remember, we have the Daruma. There's a good use of Daruma, maybe. Better than not using it. Where is it? Oh! I thought it was coming for us. Almost rolled right into where it stopped. Some jammed, folks. What's your favorite type of jam? I don't know, this week I was thinking of, for some reason, it's a very British treat, but for some reason I started thinking of having scones with with clotted cream and some sort of fruit jelly or jam. Maybe some sort of preserve. I don't know why I was thinking of it. I think I'm just craving sweets all of a sudden. I also thought about, like, you know what? I wanted some peach cheesecake. I don't know if that's a thing. I assume it is, but it sounds like it'd be delicious. You have to admit, it would be delicious. Me, you don't really. I might not like cheesecake, for all I know. Oh, I'm gonna absorb you from here. Let's see if we get health back. We didn't, but we still killed a jammed enemy without any sort of risk to our own health. That the roll was bad. Did I take damage in that roll? I don't know. I think I got health back on that one. Alright, I don't like bubble bobbles. Their bullets are floaty and annoying. He's still alive. No. Back up, sir. You're not gonna get me with your chasing bullets. Follow the advice of your friend. Don't roll when you don't have to. Although you have the Daruma, so maybe ignore your friend's advice. Wanna get in range of absorbing? Yeah. So I'm pretty sure this has given us at least maybe a heart and a half worth of health throughout this thing. The amount of times that I probably got hurt by trying to use it might be more than that, so you have to weigh those things against each other. 6 health as a cap is pretty good for it, at least for me. This is the invincibility star. I think I want to keep the Daruma though. That's a good item. The rat's gonna steal it. I'm sorry. It's the way it is. You're not a person that can absorb, and I'm out of ammo for this. Get rid of that man. He's all jammed up. Oh, give me your health. Give it to me. Thank you. Do we trade anything in here? We are out of ammo with a gun, so it is, you know... This, I think, is the last floor. So there's a chance that we just give up the item because it makes sense. Absorb them all. The reload time on the double helix is too long. Oh no, he's absorbing it. He's too skilled. Oh, we got one of the laser boys. There's a laser boy somewhere. Oh, give me the health. No, no, no. Ouch. These guys have been the death of me too many times. Not today. That's what we tell Death. Not today. I just ran into a bullet. Like a fool. Maybe today, if I'm playing like that. Get him. He's gotta go. Trying to absorb people for health, and it is not working too well. What did I get hit by there? I hate that. Gun is not very good. Oh wait, we can do... This is what we can do right here. Just absorb them through the wall. I definitely need more health than this for whatever boss we're about to go up against. I don't have any skill in fighting him. Give me the health, please. I know you guys can't be absorbed. Appreciate if your friends have given me a little bit of health. You can't always get what you want. This is gonna blow up anyway. It's got a fuse on it. More junk. That's sad. Okay, we can do this. We can get to the boss at least. We can beat the boss. What is happening in here? Who are you? Been a very long time since anyone has come down here. Come to kill your past? You've made it further than most, that's certain. If you thought it was going to be that easy, I've got some bad news for you. What do you mean? The gun that kills the past, like everything else, it needs ammunition. Otherwise, well, what stopped time here, that's old magic. If you find the gun, it may fire, but how far back will you go? You might find yourself right back here again. You want to get out of this place and change something about your past, right? To tear a hole that far back, you'll need a special bullet. I can make it for you, but the materials might prove hard to find. So this is the person that makes the bullet. To make the bullet, I'll need the prime primer lost in the upper chambers, some arcane gunpowder, a shard of planar lead. So the prime primer is the thing we buy for 110. The arcane gunpowder is the thing we have to go across the minecarts to get. A shard of planar lead, I don't remember if I've seen that. Broken off the great bullet when it struck, and an obsidian shell casing bored from the tooth of a great beast. I haven't seen either of the third or the fourth thing here. Bring it over across any number of lifetimes and you'll get it? Oh, so maybe I could have brought her the one thing and been fine. Do I not need to get them all in a single run? That's interesting if so. I don't know. We need health really bad. I gotta be careful. We desperately need health, but at the same time, I want to try to buy something cooler than health. So I'm hoping we can make something else work there. Oh, no! Oh, thank you for at least restoring what little health I have back to its original state. Okay, that's the boss. We've done the floor then. We're out of ammo on the judge, and the helix is running low, so let's go. Let's buy our health. We can't buy any more. Let's take our gun that we get from here. We'll throw out the judge, and we'll throw out the helix. So we gave it the helix. And now we've been given the Eye of the Beholster. What a beauty. The reproductive gun of the terrible Beholster. When wielded by its creator, it summons a young Beholster spawned from the void. Okay. I mean, this is it right here. This is what we go fight the boss. Let's take the serious cannon. And let's go. We're zooming out. What do we have here if not a big old dragon? The dragon. So I've seen this boss before, High Dragon. I haven't got to it personally, but I've seen, you know, people play. I know that he exists. Let's make sure to use our blanks and everything appropriately. This is doing some decent damage. Can we beat the High Dragon? Oh, thank you very much, Daruma, for being active. Oh, you're still active, okay. Make use of the Daruma every time you can. Oh, crap. It comes back so fast. Oh, no. I should have... What have I done? Please don't get killed. You got this, brother. Maybe you don't have this. Oh, gosh. No! Oh, that was close. You only have a little bit of damage to go here. Kill this. Oh! That was very close. The dragon. He killed me. That was a decent attempt, but it was a failure. I'm making progress though. We found the boss. We haven't killed him, but we are there. We're at the end boss. There's a whole bunch of other stuff within the game, but if we can get down to killing the dragon regularly, then we're in a good spot. That's going to be it for this one, guys. Like the video if you're enjoying it. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more, and I'll catch you guys next time. Later.